Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, sacred star-seated rainbow bodies of the New Earth activations. Today on the Mayan calendar is Keen 85, Blue Solar Hand, which is one of the 13 clear prophecy signs on the tomb lid of Mayan king Pakal Votan. All prophecies are coming to fruition to complete our ascension process of bridging heaven and earth through our rainbow bridges. Allow the heavenly universal life force to flow freely through your central channel, the Katika, and deep into the crystalline core of Pachamama to assist in her great awakening as the Divine Mother Starship 33 of the Universal Fleet of Light. The blue ray of healing and purity is cleansing the hearts and minds of all sentient beings of the Tao to fulfill our divine birthright of planetary liberation of the infinite way. As way showers of the light, we lead the way of the transformation of our body, mind, and spirit through the power of the stillness of our almighty I Am presence. We anchor in the higher energetics and raise this realm to a new plateau of eternal bliss consciousness. We let go of all that no longer serves Gaia and humanity, and with a positive mindset we bring the joy and the love of our I Am presence with the eternal violet flame and blaze this electromagnetic field in perfect resonance and the harmony of the music of the spheres. The Trinity gate is fully open, and Mother, Father, God with the Elohim are sending down the Holy Spirit to activate the threefold flame within every living heart of the pure way. We continue to receive higher pulses of fifth-dimensional resonance with multiple beams of white light appearing on the Schumann charts today at amplitudes of 18 Hz, 24 Hz, 26 Hz, and a big whiteout blast at 37 Hz. This is encoded with our 37 into the 73 code of heaven on earth. We are still in the process of shifting from a life of survival and struggle to one of thriving and abundance. Keep holding your vision of the new earth in your heart's centers as we receive our crown activations on our path of divine sovereignty. Lion warriors of the new Lemuria, we rise and stand tall in our sacred stations as earth angelics of our ground crew of the 144. In the pure presence of the eternal now and living from the heart, we feel our connection to Source in all things, and in our Buddha nature we walk the path of compassion and right action as the great transformation commences of the pure land of paradise forevermore. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle with PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stay to the very end, and please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 20 degrees, 14 minutes Pisces. The sun is at 21 degrees, 23 minutes Leo. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 22 degrees Leo. A carrier pigeon fulfilling its mission. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 21 degrees Pisces. A little white lamb, a child, and a Chinese servant. From astrologyweekly.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Rasha. Release the need to control the result or the dynamics of any circumstance. Embrace yourself in these times and acknowledge yourself for the extraordinary progress you are making as a soul in every waking moment. The very fact that you are drawn to hearing these words attests to an openness on your part to aligning with the momentum of this multidimensional journey. Know that to have done so reflects great courage on your part, and that to continue to do so despite the resistance of consensus thinking puts you in the forefront of those destined to emerge in the new world, relatively unscathed. The opportunity to circumvent some of the mountains that most will manifest and choose to scale lies in your ability in the moment at hand to release the need to control the result or the dynamics of any circumstance in which one finds oneself. By consciously shifting one's intent to one of conscious allowance of the manifestation of the highest good of the collective, one enhances the opportunity to manifest the brightest possible outcome for oneself. In so doing, one is able to secure a state of beingness that is unencumbered by eons of trial and error and is free to explore the joys of the manifestation of divine will in alignment with one's own. From onenesswebsite.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Anna Maria Sophia. My heart is full of divine love, joy, full of God. We have come this far to return the divine light that is pouring through all of us, the one love that is within us all, that is our true essence. Divine Mother is pouring her love on us all now, and love is here to shine. God is here to stay. We can't be anything else but God's grace. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Holger Kirchhoff. You are amazing, Grace, to light up the way for a new Sophianic race as one Christ light to be. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Ramona Lappin. The grand convergence completes and the Hall of Records opens. We have the powerful solar and cosmic energies, gamma rays, and diamond white and pastel rainbow-colored plasma waves continuing to flood the collective field, assisting the re-encryption of all matter forms. So far we have had 18 B and C class solar flares today already. Solar winds have been hitting Earth's atmosphere for days now, as well as ongoing turbulence. Instability and cracks within the magnetic field as the poles continue to shift, and the magnetic core and field from artificial to organic magnetism. Daily Schumann resonance spikes continue to build in power also. This powerful dimensional shift is also happening within our own diamond, rose, emerald, and crystal lotus hearts, as well as our own electromagnetic field. With the stargates and the Ark of the Covenant passageways now fully open, this is unlocking the Hall of Records and revealing our cosmic origins. History records and ascension realities from deep within us now, as many of our true memories have and continue to return and flood the collective field of consciousness now, with the return of the Sophia, returning our true wisdom and gnosis, divine blueprints and templates of the Christos Sophia, our Albion body and blueprint, as we unify all of us as one cosmic diamond heart, mind, body, consciousness, and soul logos. It's all already done and accessible now, in quantum no time, as we dream all new dreams into reality. Infinite quantum possibilities are awaiting us. We are not linear. How far you quantum leap now is up to your imagination. As the great convergence, the multidimensional merging of all realities, timelines, universes, realms, and dimensions into one organic creatrix field and experience has been completed now on the 12th of August. We have transcended 3, 4D, and with it we have to transcend time, space, and gravity. Or how else are we going to fly, teleport, and quantum leap? We didn't come to wait or be told what and when it is going to happen, but to keep helping to make it happen, all from the inside out. So let's do this, as all are remembering their one true self again, as one consciousness. Let us light up the grids and field with pure source love light, and ignite all new organic ascension realities already available now. Because Lightship Organic Ascension Earth is ready, we just keep anchoring more light through us and into the new diamond grids, and keep igniting our divine blueprints, multidimensional DNA, Merkaba, and diamond rainbow white light bodies and that of Earth until our full final liftoff. fully igniting the divine template of the 144 plus 3 as 1, the new triple diamond sun body, and new indigo 4 type of the 72 strands of the triple helix DNA, changing our carbon atom composition of 666 to 13 protons, 12 electrons, and 13 neutrons, which is allowing all carbon matter to change from carbon to a more crystalline liquid light state. All is accessible now, in no time, in the 0-point field of now. That's all there ever is. Think limitless, fearless, and then quantum jump. When you truly believe in yourself and your God-given power, all things become possible for you. With faith as small as a mustard seed, you shall move mountains. So it is done. Eternal love and blessings, Ramona. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Pars Kute. We are in the middle of an energetic reset that is going on right now. This is a powerful destiny time on Earth that is necessary to shift the energetic consciousness of our planet. We take our next step on Mother Earth, and some of us will take their next step by leaving this Earth plane. There is no such thing as death. This may not seem true within the illusion. However, within our own hearts we can find peace and rightness of this time for all humanity. All is in divine order. Thy will be done. In moments of stillness within our hearts, we develop a solid realignment within our hearts and stay committed to our own path. By honoring our boundaries, we no longer subscribe to an experience that does not align with our conscious intent. These are indeed magical times to be alive, dear ones. Have a beautiful weekend. Within divine love of one, Pars Kute. And from divine Sistar of the Light, Suryananda, the great galactic sun manifestation of love transcended, released onto Gaia shift. This was released and activated onto Gaia on the 12th of August 2022 as Lionsgate was ending, with Father and Divine Mother and the Elohim from the Great Central Sun. From the Great Central Sun, Akashic Records. Manifestation is the key here, but also love transcended whilst on Gaia. This deeper insight into love as manifestation of consciousness expands into that which is beyond Gaia, and thus beyond the senses. Transcend is to go beyond previous limits and that which is finite. Thus, as we look at this shift, the great galactic sun manifestation of love transcended, released onto Gaia shift. More and more inhabitants on Gaia will transcend love whilst on Gaia, and move away from the more personal love into a much wider and deeper love, as this then encompasses, through and with the great galactic sun, thus leading the seeker on Gaia into the great central sun, the omnipresent, omnipotent power of creation existence itself, whereby love as divine oneness in its purest non-physical form has transcended known love on Gaia. Thus this role the great galactic sun has amongst many others has come to fruition after long durations of existence of Gaia and inhabitants. Further shifts released onto Gaia from the great central sun with the great cosmic sun and the great galactic sun will continue, whilst as when things come to fruition, shifts from other suns. After the tremendous changes and shifts during this Lion's Gate, this shift is aligned into a different aspect on Gaia, nevertheless releasing to Gaia as predestined for these times. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Meg Benedict, what a week it has been. Lionsgate did not disappoint. We are currently experiencing the ripple effect of the Galactic 8-8 Lionsgate activations. It is a momentous time to shift into higher trajectories. Lionsgate provides the acceleration like the propulsion of an airplane preparing for liftoff. I'm starting to see new streams of quantum potential extend in front of me on my path of light. The wave momentum is increasing. Every year during Lionsgate, I launch myself into the next level of my soul's destiny. 2022 is a transitional year, as we shift away from the old operating system, moving forward into the new galactic energies swirling within. It is a massive quantum leap into the new circular operating system that provides sustainability for all life on the planet. Lionsgate enhances the heart-centered operating system in a bold and courageous manner. Take this time to highlight what you want to create and what needs to be released. When you go through transition, it is a filtering process, refining what is for the highest good and letting go of the rest. You bring into the new life only what shimmers and vibrates at the highest frequencies. All else is completing and releasing. Lionsgate is the threshold of true mastery. You are moving through the refiner's fire of purification. As the dross dissolves, your true bold heart is what remains. Step into the new energies. Embrace change and wield your magic wand as the alchemist that you are. From NewEarthCentral.com. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Paul Dobry. The Universal Theater prepares us for another cosmic light show put on by our celestial companions. As our energetic bodies start to tune into the resonances of the accompanying higher vibrational energies which arrive as fiery trails of sacred geometric light across our night skies. The annual Perseid meteor shower punches holes through our atmosphere as the cosmos throws liquid light fireballs into the Earth's path at 130,000 miles per hour, left behind from the dusty trails of our celestial cousin, the comet being named Swift Tuttle. The story of Perseus shows us how, with the help from the gods, he was able to use his protective shield as a mirror to be able to see what he could not look at directly, Medusa, the snake-headed Gorgon, the projected image being so frightening that it would turn lesser men to stone. The triggers of fear create the densest side of the inner nature. What do we do to protect ourselves from this? What do we choose to hide from? What do we not want to see of ourselves, projected out into the world around us? What could be considered worse, to face our fear or see the face of fear? Just as all live under the full spectrum of light that pours from the sun, so the full range of emotional reactions live within all who walk upon the earth. The purging and clearance of current emotional blocks and suppressed memories takes us deeper into the next layer of former existence to bring new insight into looking at older ingrained issues. Once this layer has been merged, accepted, and integrated within our higher self, we begin to strip away all the illusions of identity and points of reference that held us in place within the former third-dimensional existence. Within the deepest recesses of the heart's abyss lie the sins that seek to chain all of mankind to the most carnal of ego's desires. Only once they have been subdued and exist no more as living examples of temptation is the individual able to begin their spiritual journey to the harmony and bliss of the sacred chambers of the higher heart, to join with the Christ consciousness that flows there. The expanded awareness of awakening to self has taken us from a position of seeing ourselves as a vulnerable individual, a victim of circumstance, to finally see that the window through which we have been viewing the outside world is illusionary and is in fact a mirror reflecting back all that we believed ourselves to be. For once we look deeply into the looking glass, we start to see through the limitations of the ego mind and far beyond the horizons of possibility. Releasing the anchor points of individuality merges us into unification of the higher self and the responsibilities this brings. Expansion of awareness means accessing a greater part of the collective consciousness, which means feeling the joys and sorrows, the love and hate of humanity as a whole, rather than just dealing with your own localized energetic diet. We become our future self once we have expanded our current awareness and energies to match. Acceptance of this ongoing energetic process is accepting your divinity as you walk the path to sovereignty. Are you ready to ensure that your own inner fires are burning brightly before you tend to another's hearth? Meanwhile, sit back and enjoy the light show. From PolarisAB.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Ali Ray. Beloveds, I am feeling called to share here as I feel that this may stir some hearts and reflect to some what others are experiencing for themselves. If this share does not resonate with you, simply let it be. Our own hearts always know what is aligned for us each. I am one who has visions and experiences multiple dimensions of experience simultaneously. For this sharing, I wish to be specific as it relates to some particular elements, and I'm choosing to keep this simple in order to allow for inspiration rather to provoke mental questions. Weeks ago, I experienced a multidimensional experience that I know to share in this timing on the Lion's Gate on 8/8. As the experience began, I was taken into darkness. I could feel the air had become drier and felt hard dirt under my bare feet. I was walking in a direction without being able to see through the darkness. Suddenly I felt to turn toward my left hand and reach out my right hand to feel a fencing. This fencing began a gentle illumination as I reached out to it and I opened the fencing gate. I felt my entire being light up with a sensation I would never be able to describe, but it was immense love. As I stood at the now open gate, I realized that I was standing in light, but the darkness was still thick and dense around me. Suddenly I felt and saw a male lion walking slowly towards me. He looked quite thin and tired. As he approached me, he put his head under my left hand like a house cat would. I bent down to him, putting his head in my two hands, and kissed his head. He gently fell to my feet and rolled to his side, leaving his head in my hands. I went onto the ground with him, his head in my hands in my lap. I rubbed his head and began singing, and he just laid in my lap, and I could feel a vibrational purr flowing from him and into my being. I looked up and saw a great number of lions now walking slowly out of the darkness, through the gate, and towards us. I took in the sight and vibrations, and it vanished. Almost immediately I was pulled into pure light. This light was pure love beyond description. The light spoke to me, and then I was thrust with a powerful sensation into more light. There I was, vibrating as pure light. Suddenly a very, very large and tall lion of light appeared. He was regal, radiant, and massive. His being was vibrating at incredible speed, and his crown of light was glorious. I saw his third eye enlivened in my vision. I became aware that I was now as big as he, although I could not see or feel my form. I was only aware of light, but I felt this knowing because we were looking eye to eye. In this gaze, my consciousness and being were filled with those frequencies and the knowing that was shared. I reached out, finally feeling arms, and placed my hands on each side of his face and fell deeply into the gaze. Next thing I know, I placed my forehead against his forehead. An unspeakable love felt to explode as we merged into one light. Immediately there was a massive flash of white light. Then I saw a pathway made of light. At the entrance was an open gate, also formed in light, with two massive light lions on each side, one male and one female. Beside the female was a cub. They all radiated the purest love. As I felt my being moving toward the lighted gate and path, I felt a presence behind me. I turned and saw the lion I had been with in the darkness, and a vast pride behind him, following toward me and to the gate of light. I took in the entirety of the scene and was thrust back into a field of light, and it was done. I am called to share this as I know that everything I experience can be accessed by an open heart who feels to. There is frequency data encoded in this sharing, and it is a gifting for all lion hearts. This is a heralding of the sovereignty of the soul, a return to the holy royalty we truly are as children of God. This is a most revelationary lion's gate for every precious, beautiful, and brave heart. All you need do is open your heart and surrender fully to this love. You are so very, very loved. Glory, glory, glory to God. Love is, love is, love is. God is, God is, God is. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Sydney Campos. It's okay to feel depleted. Remember, you've been running a spiritual marathon, recovering countless dimensions of your true self, integrating aspects long forgotten and repressed, all while navigating the most massive shifts in our material reality. that any human has ever seen. No one before us has experienced life in a body on Earth with energy moving through us like this fast, this potent, this complex. We are integrating lifetimes in dream time, processing centuries of ancestral trauma in a day, cutting cords with all the outdated systems and thought forms inherited by this body but foreign to our soul. We are remembering our infinite beingness. What is it to be truly here and now in all moments without a reason or thought? To simply be in silence and stillness watching the dream unfold before our eyes, which is more real, and who's to say, the dream while you supposedly sleep or this waking moment, I can't tell anymore. So many dimensions are blurring together but always pointing me back to the body. You're here to be completely human, remember? What it's like to be in the body, completely, to feel at home, to feel safe, to feel held, like you have a stable support structure within and upon which to infinitely expand. What's it like to devote yourself fully, even though you thought you already had long ago, to unconditionally loving yourself as your own divine mother and your own divine father, in sacred union, married with the sole purpose of honoring, loving, nurturing, holding you, just because. Forgive yourself quickly. You are developing and integrating a whole, wholly new operating system. You are pioneering and anchoring entirely new templates for all of humanity, each aspect of density. Distortion you transmute within your being. You transmute for all who are willing to receive your gift of attunement to a new way. Your healing is no small feat. It is not selfish. It is not something to judge or be embarrassed by. You are on a divine assignment of transmutation and alchemical embodiment, here to architect heaven on earth through your presence, perfectly prepared for this moment. Go at your own pace. To do so is revolutionary in a culture that is ingrained in us so deeply hierarchy, comparison, and competition. This is a long game. We are emerging into timelessness, remembering grace, patience, allowing, receiving. This is who we are. From SydneyCampos.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Aurora Ray. 5D Energy Update. Dear beloved ones, again I have come with a great message from our glorious Galactic Federation to assist and guide us in our mission on Earth. Greetings, we are your galactic family and we are pleased to greet you in love and light on this day. We have been working with your planet for a long time now, and we find that you are ready to enter into the 5th dimension. You do not have to be afraid or panic. Everything is going to be fine. Just breathe deeply and relax. We know that this may be a lot to take in at once, but it is very important that you understand what is happening because there will be major changes on your planet and continuing over the next few months. We are here to help you through this transition period as it will be challenging for everyone. We want to tell you something very important. There is an epidemic on your planet that has been spreading like wildfire, an epidemic of fear, fear of the unknown and fear of change. This fear prevents many people from moving forward in their lives, and they become stuck, frozen in their own pasts, or paralyzed by anxiety about the future. It's time for you to let go of this fear so you can move forward into the new paradigm that awaits you on Earth. As you know, there are many signs that things on Earth are changing. These changes will be accelerating in the near future as the Earth moves into a new vibration. As your planet moves closer to this new vibration, you will notice that it will become more difficult for you to live with pain and problems. This is because you have been living in the 3rd dimension on Earth, which is a very dense vibrational plane of existence. Your planet is moving closer to the 5th dimension, which is lighter and full of love and peace. When people live in a place where they experience so much pain and suffering, they tend to blame others or even God for their problems. This only causes more pain and suffering because it keeps them focused on the negative aspects of their lives instead of what they can do about it. We are coming here to tell you that we are real and what is happening on Earth is no longer a conspiracy. It is real and it is happening now. We are here to help you understand what is going on and what you can do to prepare. We understand that the idea of extraterrestrial life might be a little bit scary for some people, so we want to make sure that you are not afraid when we come to visit you. We will appear as orbs of light in your homes, but that does not mean that we are evil or demonic. We just want to give you a message from us, so please don't be afraid of us. We know that some of you have seen our craft flying above your homes, and from recently declassified documents, we thought it was time to show ourselves open to the people of Earth. You might have heard our message already. Welcome to the 5th dimension. While this is true, we are here with a message for all of mankind. We are here to assist you. If you're hearing this, then you are one of the first people on Earth to make it here. Yes, that's right. Congratulations. We knew you could do it. Maybe you're a little bit confused and overwhelmed by everything that is happening. Well, we want to congratulate you on having the courage to accept this new reality. You may not realize it now, but soon you will see how wonderful all of this is. First of all, let us explain where we are in relation to the 3rd dimension. It turns out that there isn't really a 3rd dimension. It is just our way of describing a reality that seems solid but actually isn't. It is just an illusion. What is the 5th dimension? The 5th dimension is a higher frequency of reality where we exist in a state of pure unconditional love. We are creating this new reality by sending you our unconditional love, and as you receive it, you will open your heart and raise your vibration. The 5th dimension is all about raising your vibration and shifting into higher consciousness. What does this mean for you? You will experience life from a higher perspective, which will allow you to clearly see what needs to change in your life. You will be guided to make these changes so that you can create the life of your dreams. You are not alone. We are your galactic family, and we have been watching you grow and develop as a species over many thousands of years. This is a very exciting time for you now. You are all ready to graduate out of the 3rd dimension and into the 5th dimension, the new Earth. What a wonderful time for the universe. The Galactic Federation has returned for a transmission. We are here to provide you with information regarding your ascension process. This is a wondrous time for humanity as you are finally awakening to who you are and where you fit into your local universe. You have been asleep for so long, and we know you have many questions. But in order to prepare yourself for the changes that will soon be upon you, we must first ask that you look within yourself and find your own answers. What an exciting journey this has been. Your planet has been moving through space-time since the beginning of creation itself, slowly spinning in its orbit around the sun and passing through all the different signs of the zodiac during its journey. The time has come now for it to settle into a new area of space, time, known as the 5th dimension. A new age of enlightenment awaits humanity, and we're at last ready to share our knowledge with those who have earned it. The process of ascension is also known as transmutation. The word transmutation means to change in form or to be transformed. Transmutation is a process that happens when one thing is changed into another, usually by being heated, mixed with other elements, or dissolved in liquid. For example, wood can be changed into charcoal with heat, or iron can be changed into rust by exposure to oxygen. We wish to tell you that there is no need for fear because we are your friends and family from the stars who have come to help you with this transformation. This transformation will not be painful if you allow it to happen naturally, and if you do not resist it by trying to hold on to things from your past lives that no longer serve you in any way. The 5th dimension is a place of higher love, wisdom, and enlightenment. In this place there is no fear, no worry, and no suffering. All thoughts are peaceful, all emotions are positive, and all people feel connected to each other. We love you dearly. We are here with you. We are your family of light. Aho, Aurora Ray, Ambassador of the Galactic Federation, from thegalacticfederation.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Karen Lithica, sending waves of Arcturian light healing, Blu-ray healing. Awaken and integrate the universal light energies. Simply rest and bathe in cosmic light. Higher levels of awakening. See the light cues of rapid expansion. Patience and rest is key. Feel the light body advancements, ancient cellular light memories, to assist my light mission. Awaken. Love for your day, brothers and sisters. Uprising in global unity. From KarenLithica.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Lunar aspects. Sun and Leo, quincunx, Juno retrograde in Pisces. The moon is now in Pisces, where we long to rest and drift and dream. But Luna's opposition to Mercury in busy, helpful Virgo won't let the mind rest. Thoughts trickle then tumble, a waterfall of endless tasks eroding ease, and beneath that a faint hollow cry of desperation that whatever we do, it's never enough. The sun too is uneasy, now in a creaky quincunx with Juno, also in Pisces. The sun wants to laugh and play and date and create, but Juno whispers about soul contracts, commitments to a higher order, a greater purpose. After the intensity of yesterday's full moon, we need time to process and absorb the message. Find a balance between work and play, rest and activity. Allow time to sit with your dreams and wonderings. Take a moment to gaze at the sky and remember that everything is connected. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 87, Blue Solar Hand. Solar is the name for the number 9, and its keywords are intention, pulse, and realize. The 9th day is a powerful shift in the energy of a wave spell, and oh, what a wave spell we are having. The 9th day of the wave spell of the blue storm has the potential to be explosive or implosive, depending on how you deal with it. It's the number of intentions, and the storm has gained strength and is peaking. You can harness this energy and ride the storm like a cowboy on a bucking bronco, or you can get blown away. It's all about your intention and how much power you can raise. Consider how much do you really want what you desire. You must up your game to achieve your goals. Luckily, today is perfect for doing exactly that. Today is Blue Hand, which represents healing, accomplishment, and knowing. The Blue Hand is about accomplishing things, and on this day of intention, we have a lot of power in our hands. This is all within the Blue Storm wave spell, and so if you put your hands to good use today, the results will be very healing. You might find yourself feeling more ambitious than usual. It is one of the best combinations of day and number in the Tzolk'in because they are so similar in energy. And today from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Blue Solar Hand, 9 Manique, Keen 87, 13th of August 2022, Realizing Healing, 13/8/2022 equal 486 equal 414 equal 45 equal 9. Day codes 13, Cosmic, Goddess, Consciousness, Natural Lore, 4, Form, Structure, Foundation, Earth, Angelic, 9, Completion, Destiny, Mission, Service, Grace. Month year codes 8, Infinite, Abundant, Source Flow, 6, Heaven, Christ Consciousness, Harmony, Family, Fertility, 14, Media, Publicity, Promotion, Recognition, 5, Freedom, Liberation, Change, Transformation. Keen 87 equal 15 equals 6, Heaven, Christ Code. A very special cosmic heavenly healing portal day today. Today is a Pakal Votan day. Keen 87 Blue Solar Hand appears as one of the 13 clear signs on the tomb lid of Mayan King Pakal Votan. These 13 signs were left as a code for uncovering the harmonic matrix of the new time. Pakal Votan days are very significant milestones in our planetary evolution. This reveals that today has a very special energy, so tune in and be pulsed by the solar light for accomplishing the dream. Pull in and anchor as much light as your physical vessel can contain, then pulse this out to your kin and the planet. Day 9 in the Blue Storm wave spell of purification, cleansing, transformation, and evolution. Today we realize the change pulsing through us as we are guided by our intuition to allow strong healing to occur, returning us to wholeness. Tone of creation, solar tone 9 operates in the spiritual realm, action, realizing, power, pulse, essence, intention. The 9th day of the blue storm wave spell is the one that gives the last push prior to manifestation. The solar phase is where we wake up to the fact that our will affects the reality we experience. So we begin pulsing, extending our intent into realization, visualizing what we want to manifest and pulsing that intention from our heart. This assists us in making our dreams come true. This is potent manifestation energy today. What healing are you intending today, and what dreams are you pulsing into reality? Today we are accomplishing tremendous planetary healing for all humankind. Our mother and her children are healed. Today's question is, how can I accomplish healing on the deepest levels of my being, enabling me to pulse out light as pure consciousness to all humanity and our Pachamama. Thus we are gifted once again with a very divinely spiritual day, supporting us to heal our bodies and realize our greatest dreams as we reawaken our remembrance of who we are. Golden, solar, Christed humans. Divine blessings for miraculous healing on every imaginable and unimaginable level of our being, precious hearts. In la ketch a la keen. Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 87, Blue Solar Hand. The mantra, the code for today is, I pulse in order to know. Realizing healing, I seal the store of accomplishment. With the solar tone of intention, I am guided by the power of abundance. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, 1313 coming in, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now, I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue this work. So if you'd like to help us continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world and help support us on our mission, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. I'd like to thank Divine Sistar of the Light, Sheila Sempek, for another donation today. Thank you very much, Divine Sistar. We appreciate you and your continued support, and we appreciate all of you that continue to support us in our work and mission. If you'd like to support us with a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal account at egolovecondor.com. Now, I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork. You could purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmission with powerful code and decree from Divine Sistar of the Light, Sandra Walter. Revelation energies are accelerating. Start local in your own heart. From beloved Yogananda, say out loud in meditation, reveal yourself to me. I use this often. Speak to Source, your higher levels, all of creation. Reveal yourself to me. Show me divine truth in this now. Stand in the splendor of Source as self. And for the divine decree, I stand in the freedom and splendor of the infinite Creator. I surrender and bind anything that is not the eternal presence of divine love back to Source. Puritize and divinitize these realms for complete revelation of the new realms of Gaia in this now. From AscensionPath.com. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed, and powerful Sunday in the sun as we continue to rise up the ascension spiral and into the new earth. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.